CEL's Content Management System, or CMS, helps you to create professional-looking, interactive online course content without requiring any specialist technical knowledge. In this video, we'll show you how to create a basic page with text, images, video, and a simple interaction. You can, of course, do much more, but these popular features are a great place to start. Here's how. Begin by logging into Contensis and locate your site in the navigation tree on the left. Now, browse the folder where you would like to create your new content page. Click on the folder and select New Content from the pop-up menu. Then select Web Page, and then Basic Page. The first thing we'll do is add a title and a file name to the new page. Type your title in the title field. Then go to the Properties tab and replace any spaces with dashes in the auto-generated file name field. Removing the spaces is good practice for web page file names since the file name is included in the URL. For the same reasons, you should also avoid using any special characters. With that done, we'll now return to the Content tab and add content to our new page. The page template we see here has both areas that are locked that we can't edit within and areas that are editable. The two placeholders for heading and content indicate where we can edit. First, let's replace the heading placeholder with the title of our new page. Now let's insert some text into the content area. We can type directly into this area, or we can copy and paste text from an existing document. To create subheadings to help chunk our page, we can select text and choose a heading style from the Format drop-down menu in the toolbar, just like you would in Microsoft Word or Google Docs or similar. And you'll notice that this CMS Editor toolbar has many of the formatting options you will already be familiar with elsewhere. If you want to include a link, write the name of the page you're linking to, select that text, and click the link icon. Choose which type of link it is, and fill in the URL and title. If it's a link to a page outside of Contensis, write _blank in the target box. This will open the link in a new window. Now that we've got some text on our page, we're ready to add some other things. In this example, we're going to add an image, a YouTube video, and an interaction. For all of these things, we're going to use something in the CMS called elements. Elements are reusable building blocks that we can simply drag onto a page to help us create different layouts and insert things like images, videos, and interactions. We have built lots of different elements into the CMS, but for this example, we'll introduce you to just 3. To add images to your page, you will first need to upload them to the CMS. This is where web pages are different from, say, a Word document. All of the components of the page, other than the text, are stored separately, whereas in Word, all the components are embedded in the one document. So, to add an image to our page, first we have to get the image into the CMS. We recommend organizing all your media in one location, so our standard course template is already set up with an empty media folder and subfolders for you. Find and open your course's media folder in the navigation tree on the left, and then click on the Images folder and select New Content. Now simply drag images from your computer directly into the drag and drop zone, like this. For each image, you'll want to complete the alt text field, which helps with web accessibility. The alt text is just a short text description of the image. So for this one, I'll simply put brown cow standing in a field of daisies. When I'm finished with my alt text, I click Done Editing, and then I click Save and Approve. So now that we have our images in the CMS, we can add them to our page. To do this, we're going to use the first of our elements, are reusable building blocks. In the navigation tree on the left, we browse to Pages, Elements, Content Page Elements, Images. There are several image elements to choose from. For a simple centered image, we'll use the responsive image element. Click and drag the icon of the image element onto your page and drop it where you want the image to appear. The cursor will appear to show you where it will be placed. Do not try to drag from the text, as it won't do anything. You must drag from the icon. Next, drag the image you uploaded earlier from the Images folder onto your page to replace the Drag Image Here placeholder. A pop-up with Insert options will appear. Click Insert Image. At this point, you can replace the copyright placeholder with the citation for the image you are using. Embedding YouTube videos is a request we hear a lot. It's really straightforward. For this, we use another element just like we did with our image. In the navigation tree on the left, we browse to Pages, Elements, Embeds folder, and then we drag the YouTube element onto our page. A dialog box will pop up, and we simply fill in the fields with information you'll find from YouTube, such as video ID, the title, and copyright details. Our help site goes into more details. Finally, let's add an interaction to our page. We've built a number of different interactions into the CMS, and you can find out more about the various types on our help site, but for now, we'll just use a multiple choice question. For this, we're going to use another element, just as we did for our image and video. In the navigation tree on the left, we browse to Pages, Elements, Interactive, and then we drag the multiple choice question interaction onto your page. A dialog box will pop up, and we simply fill in the fields to create your multiple choice question. You'll enter the question on the Question tab. What do you call a baby cow? And then go to the Answer Options tab and list the choices and feedback. So for option A, we write fawn, and the feedback will be incorrect. Fawn is a baby deer. Please try again. Option B is foal, and we'll add feedback. And we'll add one more option here by clicking Add Item. Option C, we call calf, and we'll add the feedback here and click on the checkbox to indicate that this is the correct answer. You can also add overall question feedback on the Overall Feedback tab. Then we save and return to the page. Some elements, like our YouTube video or the multiple choice interaction here, do not appear as you might think they would on the page in the CMS editor. They appear as placeholders like this. They'll look just fine in the finished page, but in the editor, we just get placeholders. So if you want to edit either after they've been created, you simply right-click on the top of the element and select Web Control Properties. Okay, so we finished our page and we want to check out how it looks. So let's click Save and Preview. Now we can check the link, play the YouTube embed, and try out the interaction. Great! Everything works. Now we can go back to the editor to do more, or if we want to push this out to our students, go to Workflow, Submit, and Approve. That's it! We've created our first page from scratch. For more details on creating and editing pages in the CMS, visit CEL's Contensis help site.